Right-wing conspiracy theorist Alex Jones's latest target is Denver Health. The man who's been ordered to pay $1 billion in damages for saying that the Sandy Hook school shooting was a hoax is now suggesting that the American government is preparing a secret bioweapons program in Colorado. His conspiracy echoes and builds on claims made by conservatives from our state.
They're trying to create a secret project to have Ebola cases and then test on people that have Ebola. And it's a whole secret Ebola testing project in Colorado. That's what it looks like to me.
Here's what it looks like in reality. Conspiracy theorist Alex Jones is seizing on a 9 News story about Denver health workers getting an Ebola vaccine, combined with right-wing fears about animal research being done at Colorado State University.
So are you expecting an outbreak in Colorado?
CSU is building an enclosure to study bats and their diseases, and that has drawn confusion and condemnation from the far right.
Fort Collins is not exactly moving down a conservative path in any way, shape, or form. And to go from their transgender ideology to now their bat institution.
The Ebola virus, the Marburg virus, the Nipah virus, and the Hendra virus, they are all going to be studied right here in Fort Collins in a bat lab.
CSU says that claim by former GOP gubernatorial candidate Heidi Ganahl is not true.
Because this breeding facility is designed for just that, breeding and then some experiments. And those experiments will be done at something called Animal Biosafety Level 2, which is not an acceptable biosafety level for Ebola, Nipah, MERS, SARS-CoV.
CSU reiterated today that the lab will not handle Ebola and will not be doing gain-of-function research on bat diseases, despite far-right claims to the contrary. Now to part 2 of the conspiracy theory.
Ebola has a very high mortality rate, so it's exciting to be a part of this next step in treating this disease.
Last November, members of Denver Health's high-risk infection team got the Ebola vaccine on the off chance that someone with that disease travels to Denver.
The U.S. government has moved bioweapon labs to Denver and is injecting healthcare staff with live Ebola, and it's shedding and spreading. That's the big takeaway, folks. Insanity.
The CDC tells 9 News that the vaccine contains only a portion of the Ebola virus to stimulate an immune response. So it would be impossible, the CDC says, for people who receive the vaccine to shed the full Ebola virus to others and infect them, despite what America's most infamous conspiracy theorist claims.
I mean, this doesn't even sound real. It's so crazy.
Alex Jones is ranting about Denver Health even got the attention of Colorado's Democratic Governor Jared Polis, who posed a common sense question on social media. Why would first responders getting the Ebola vaccine in Colorado be more of a danger than the first responders getting the same vaccine in a bunch of other states?